So with the buzzword detox and cleanse, people tend to get confused. What is a detox? What is a cleanse? And when do I need what? So in my understanding and the way that I use the terms is detox is really a deep cellular detoxification process, which is what I teach, which is what I practice. And it takes the body through a series of detoxification protocols systematically, where we strip and rebuild the body systematically and periodically. So we go through periods of deep cleansing, which happens kind of gradually. So let's say you were detoxing and you come from, a regular standard American diet that includes meat and grains. You would slowly move away from the meat and the grains and the pulses towards more and more and more and more and more and more greens and fruits, until greens and fruits become the only thing that you eat. Then you would start increasing the amount of raw fruit and greens that you start eating. You would start decreasing all the cooked foods, all the cooked elements in your diet, until you slowly graduate again over time to an all fruit diet, or to a period of all fruit diet. And then you stay in the all fruit diet for a set amount of time, which again will depend on the state of your body and your emotions, because it takes time to get adjusted to that. And then you again slowly move out of the state of deep detoxification into more fruit and vegetables, then more greens, and not necessarily at all back to, you don't want to go back to where you started, but where you start to include maybe a little bit of grains, a little bit of legumes, just to keep your body balanced until you are once again ready to dive deeper into the detoxification process. And the idea is that with detox, you go longer and longer and longer into the detoxification process, and you stay shorter and shorter time in the denser foods, until eventually you do not even need to go back to these denser foods, which we only go back to for emotional reasons. So that's really cellular detoxification, and it's a never-ending process in some ways, because you can fast for a very, very long time once your body is very clean, and you can still exercise and be very physically strong and active, but obviously initially that's not possible. So that is deep cellular detoxification, whereas a cleanse is a lighter version. When people say, oh, I'm going to detox, mostly what they mean is I'm going to do a little cleanse. So when we say I'm going to do a 3-day juice fast, or even a 7-day juice fast, or even a 21-day juice fast, is really a cleanse, especially because deep cellular detoxification will include things like enemas and colonics and herbal tinctures and binders and a lot of other protocols, breathwork, Kundalini yoga. So typically the cleanse will not go as deep, because you are not including all these deep protocols like enemas and colonics and so forth. You could, but still cleansing is typically shorter, it's not as deep, it's not as disturbing also to the body, and it's really rather a little break, a little digestive break. And of course a cleanse will start to give you a taste of what's possible with detoxification, but typically it just doesn't go deep enough. And so a lot of people go through periods of cleansing, which gives the digestive system a break and time to repair a little bit and to kind of empty out, but ultimately it doesn't go deep enough to really make a deep cellular impact.